Hey everybody, this is Lindsay. I'm here to talk about makeup and kind of help with everybody learning how to do their own makeup and it look professional because I know that that's what everybody wants right now. Everybody seems to look like that they know how to do makeup, but not everybody really does. So that's why I wanted to start making these kind of tutorials to help people out because a lot of videos in the past that I've watched seem to be hard, I guess, for people that aren't used to it. So I'd like to just go over a couple of things so that way we would be able to do better on ourselves and feel confident about how we are doing our makeup. Um, I'd like to start with saying that I do work at MAC and I love it. I've been there for oh lordy, probably like 6 months or so, and it's been fabulous. All the people there are so great and so helpful for teaching me the skills that I need to be a professional MAC makeup artist. So I'm loving it. With that, I have purchased almost every single thing in MAC. So any questions you have about MAC products, definitely feel free to comment below, and I will try to help you out as best as I can. I would like to help people so that they know the correct process for putting on makeup and the right ways to do it so that way there's no confusion. So, with that, I'd like to say that the way I usually start my makeup is by using a primer. You can use whatever kind of primer you want. I use a lot of Lancome as well because let's just face it, I used to use Lancome before I moved to MAC. I also like MAC's Prep and Prime. They have moisturizers, and Prep and Primes are usually really good for your face because it helps prepare your face to absorb the makeup and hold it all day. So that way you're not reapplying your makeup, and it just always works out better for me when I use a primer. Lancome does have a good matte perfecting primer. I like to use that, but I also use MAC's Prep and Prime, like I said. It's also very important to make sure that you moisturize your face, not only right before you do your makeup, unless you have very oily skin, which I don't advise to put moisturizer and primer on because then it's a little bit too heavy on your face and gets a little bit too dewy. So depending on your preference, it's all up to you if you like that kind of matte finish of your face with your powder, which is kind of like what I have going on. There's no shine, it's not dewy. That's how I like it. But some people do like it more dewy and, shimmery, and that's their thing. So whatever you're into, go for it. So today I love my Candy Yum Yum. I just had to go ahead and let that out. Candy Yum Yum is at MAC, and it is like the best hot pink lipstick out there right now, and it is a matte finish too. So I know I'm going a little crazy with the matte, but today's all about matte for Lindsay. So Candy Yum Yum, says it all in its name, right? I usually start with my eyebrows, which, you have to make sure that you have the right tools when you do your eyebrows, because if you don't, then it's usually not going to turn out the way you want. And like they always say, your eyebrows are sisters, not twins, so they're not ever going to be the same. But definitely two tools that you're going to need is one that is like this, because you're going to need this to be able to conceal what you mess up. And then also to be able to help shape your eyebrows in the, shape that you want. Also, you're going to need one of these kind, like an angled brush. You can get as thick or as thin as you want. It depends on how you want your brows, of course. I don't really use a lot of the eye pencils for my eyes because I feel like it looks a little bit too harsh, especially because I normally have blonde hair. P.S. I'm sorry that my hair is a mess, but as you women know, we do our makeup usually first and then we do our hair. So that's what's going on today, but I promise this hot mess won't be happening anymore. And I need to get some highlights, you see. So with that, these are the two kind of brushes that you're going to be needing. You can also use this for concealing, like under your eye. We can talk about that as well because you like to do those triangles. That really helps make your face look more Kim Kardashian style, which everybody's into right now. So definitely something to use. Don't tell anybody, I love using this nude matte shadow from NYX. This one is Betrayal. Awesome. It's definitely my favorite right now until I go blonder, because then it'll probably be a little bit too dark for my complexion. But in the summertime, I get really tan. I know I don't look tan right now, but I definitely whited out my face. And obviously, I have no sun right now. So, it is January and 70 degrees one day and like 20 the next. So, you know, it's so bipolar. I used today for my eyes, I've got a nice little purple blended out eyeshadow, which everybody's always trying to use colors, you know, it's coming back, you know, using these bright colors on your eyes is really coming back, and it really helps like pop the eye color. So if you know which colors, definitely purples are really good for green eyes, definitely, and I have green eyes, so purple's a good color for me. I know I'm a little crazy with my pink and my purple together today, but this is just what I wanted to do. I used this palette though, and I started with this deep purple and created that on my lash line, and then used a little bit lighter purple to blend up through the middle of the crease. And blending really is the key. As long as you blend, then you're going to be fine. You usually need to have a good blending brush. MAC has lots of good blending brushes. I have every single kind of, you know, brush that there is. But you need something that's like more thicker than thinner, so that way you really can like go over and over and over the color. I mean, just this swiping motion is going to help you with getting that blended look. Unless you want harsh lines, then go for it. I'm all for the harsh lines too, but at MAC we like to have blended. So definitely you need to invest in brushes, because brushes are going to be the #1 key. People try to say that you need to keep it at like 3 or 4 for your eyebrows and eyes at the same time, but I say more the merrier, you know. Whatever you're comfortable with is good. Also, I used a little bit of the lighter color at the top to kind of give it like that highlight, and it kind of lifts your brow a little bit, so that way it makes it seem like you have like a facelift or something. I don't know. It's just what they teach you, you know. You have to use the light on top. I hate when you see, you know, the girls on Bad Girls Club or something, and they have the eyeshadow all the way up to their eyebrow. That's not cute. It's not cute at all. So definitely practice on your blending, and we'll do a tutorial so that way you can get better and feel comfortable about wearing colors on your eyes and being able to blend them out correctly. I used, under my eyes, I always use the MAC concealer, which this one's a little bit heavier. You can get different kinds where they have thinner, more liquidy, so it depends on what kind of coverage you want. Everybody has different undertones, so I have a little bit of a deep purple. It's not that bad, but I use it right underneath my eyes, and you can create that triangle that everybody talks about, so that way it just helps you look more youthful, awake, well rested. So that's definitely something for you to look at. And as you see, like, there's all different kinds of colors. I know this is a mess, because this one is my personal one, so I just dig in it, you know. But that's definitely something you need to invest in, because having the white under the eye is definitely more youthful looking, and you look well rested. So you definitely need that, and you always need to set it with a powder, so that way it knows you're done. You need to put powder over, just like your foundation. Usually you'll put a powder over it so it'll help stay on. So that's definitely something that I do. I like to use the Studio Mac Fix powder, and usually it comes with like a little spongy thing. I use a, you know, regular brush to like put it on, because you can do it that way. You could brush it on, or you could pat it on. So it's really up to you what you want to do. I'm not really going to go into details of what, you know, other tools that I used today, because I just wanted to kind of like give y'all a quick, hey, what's up? This is what I'm wearing today. I also did match though my MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which is the best. It's really thick, so depending on how much you put on is how much coverage you're going to get. But this is definitely one of the most coverage foundation that you're going to get at MAC, and I love it. I use it for all my film, photo shoots, fashion runway shows, because it shows really good on high definition cameras. And even our iPhones pick up a lot of high definition makeup. As you can see, it looks very strong, but it's really not, on camera it looks normal. So that will be it today. So I'm so glad that you guys tuned in, and we will get something rolling tomorrow, maybe like some eyebrow tutorial, or we'll just go dig right into blending and using eye colors on your eyelids. So look forward to seeing you guys soon. If you're interested in any of the products that I talked about today, or would like to learn more about it, please comment below, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks.